Hi guys, it's Becky, and I just got my curated bead box for December. This is the Over the Rainbow box, and it is a monthly bead subscription box, the curated bead box. They have glass beads, and they usually have very consistent sizes and shapes of beads that you get from month to month. You've got some 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter, 6 millimeter beads, and they come in a variety of different finishes and types, and they usually will curate it to a specific theme. And it looks like this one is colorful, which, you know, this time of year, a lot of times the bead boxes will be like holiday themed or winter themed or something like that. So this is probably going to be kind of a relief for anybody who's tired of that sort of thing to be able to see. And oh my goodness, look how bright that pink is. That is a really bright pink. And you know what? That's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I readily acknowledge that. But like, this is exactly my jam. I love this pink. It is right there for me. I love that fuchsia bright pinky color. And yeah, that's gonna get made into something, I think. That is really, really bright. So let me pull these guys out of here. Like I said, you always get some pretty long like strands. The pearls, I have never had any problems with the pearls. They're decent quality glass pearls that you get from there. And you usually get pearl, you get some crackle glass like this. This is crackle glass. You'll get marble style where you've got like two different colors and splatters. And then you'll usually also get a finding starting kit, which has memory wire, what is it called? The wire that you stringing wire, beading wire. You've got beading wire, crimps, some head pins, and some clasps. I'll pull all this out in a minute to show you, but usually have all of that. And it looks like we've got a few other findings as well. We've got a couple of pendants and a bracelet and some chain. So we'll hit those in a minute, but let's go through our bead strands and these packets. We've got some charms. That's pretty fun. But let's go through these. And I usually use the 18 section organizers for these, for this box, instead of the 15 section one that I normally do for most of the other boxes that I get, because we usually have such generously sized strands of beads. They have deeper wells, so I can fit more in them. And then I can also fit the findings over here on the side a little bit easier and still have room for all of those beads. So that's why I use this one for my curated bead box when I'm doing that. So, oh, let me grab that. I don't know why I put that away, but let's grab that so that we can start going through this and take a look at our different beads. So it looks like we'll take a look at these 10 millimeter beads first. It's like we've got 4 strands of 10 millimeter beads. And the first is this sky blue. That's what it's called. Sky blue glass pearl bead, but I'm telling you, this is more of like a periwinkle kind of color. It's not as sky blue as I would call sky blue. It is much more of a purple blue. Like I said, more of a periwinkle color, if that's where we're going. So I'm going to get these guys in here. And yeah, it's over the rainbow. I'm not seeing a ton of green for additional colors, but I do like how bright and vibrant so many of these colors are, because it's something that, you know, if you're getting tired of red and white or red and green, or you're tired of blue and white, this is a good refreshing change from that, change of pace, if that's what you want to see, is something with more colors during this time of year. But I actually really like this blue. It's a blurple. It's more of a blue purple, but it's like a muted one. Anyway, then we've got bubblegum crackle glass, and I'm going to assume that that is what this one is. Bubblegum. It is a bright fuchsia The fuchsia is so bright. And like I said, this is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You are perfectly within your rights to think, oh no, that's like eye searing. That is the brightest pink ever, and I'm never going to wear it. That's fine. I love it. I think it's beautiful and glorious, and it is definitely my cup of tea, and I am happy to see it in this box. That's beautiful. These would look fantastic with some like hematite, the dark black silver silk flat mesh, I think. Because I love the look of like dark gray and like really bright pink. Tell me those don't look great together. They do. They absolutely do. So yeah, I've got ideas for that already just from looking at it right now. Well, we've got there. So the next and the 10mm, we've got a pink lilac marble style glass bead. So you've got pinks and lilacs. This is very, very pretty. It's like, it's almost blue in places, but it's definitely purple. Pink and purple. And then the next 10mm is a purple blossom spray glass bead. So let me get a little bit closer so you can see some of the spray elements on this bead. Not all of these are going to have some. There's at least a little bit on each of these. Let's stick this guy over here in the next section. Why are you? There we go. I suppose I could have just emptied them all into there, but I wanted it to, you just really don't want to go in there, do you, buddy? Sorry, you gotta be here with your friends in that section. That's where you're going. So that's our 10mm. And then we've got 3 8mm. At least I think there are. Hold on. We have a blue pink marble style glass bead. And then a rose pink soft teal pearl. Hold on. Let's go down our list. Sometimes things will get substituted if like they didn't have enough for something. So let's see, we had a blue pink marble, rose pink, so that must be, no, rose pink pearl. These are, I think these are all 6mm except this one. So they probably just substituted a different size for my box for these ones. So this looks like a soft teal glass pearl bead, but it says 16mm there, but this is an 8mm strand. So it's just a different size than what it says on the box. But this is a nice soft teal. I don't need to cut it. It's got a little thing over here I can open it up with. There we go. So let's get these pearls in there. But yeah, I've always been pretty impressed with the quality of the glass pearls that you get from Curated Bead Box. So like it. And then, all right, so these are our 6mm ones. And this one is, it says rose pink. And it feels kind of like a peachy pink. to me. It is a very soft, like romantic color. That's how it feels to me. I'm kind of a little bit on accident. Just put my pearls all in a row over here. That's fine, I'm sure. They're going everywhere. Anyway, yeah, the Curated Bead Box is one of the most affordable bead boxes that's out there. And it is, you know, one thing about them is consistency. They are consistently, you know what sizes and shapes your beads are going to be, and it makes a great stash builder because a lot of times you'll get like one size of beads in this kind of finish in one box, and then maybe 6 months later you'll get a similar finish but in a different size, and then you can combine them or something if you've got it sitting in your stash. And these are so much fun, actually. Look at them right up next to each other because you've got pinks in one and blues in the other. These would be fantastic in like a goddess style bracelet. I think I'm going to do that for one of my projects. I'm just going to do that goddess style bracelet because I haven't done one of those yet, and I think everybody should do one at least once, right? All right, so this one is, which one? I guess this is the blue pink marble style glass bead and fuchsia lilac marble style glass bead. So it's a darker pink than this. Bright enough to go with this one. All right, I'm gonna stick this guy right here. And don't worry, we still have more beads to look at because there's a bead mix that I'm gonna open up and we're gonna sort through. And we're gonna take a look at all those beads, and there is a baggie full of charms for us to go through as well. So let's just get our beads put away. All right, and they do have a sister store that you can shop at. It's dollarbead.com. Anyone can shop there. You do not need to be a subscriber to be able to do that. So if you like some of these beads and you want to buy like a strand or two of them, you can just go to dollarbead.com and go ahead and buy that. And they've got their model numbers right there. I'm going to leave that for just a minute in case you want to see it. Again, it looks like I did have some substitutions on mine because not all of these were the same size as it said in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. So I still had the same amount of strands, it's just the sizes were a little bit different from what it said on there. All right. So we have this bead mix, and it looks like the bead mix has a bunch of beads in different colors and shapes with silver banding around the middle of them. So let's get some of these guys out here. I'm going to pull out my little ladybug dish so we can take a look at some of them. Looks like we've got some larger oval beads that are teal. It looks like there's a couple of green ones that are the same size and shape, a black one, and a crystal clear one. Oh, there's another black one. So that's these guys. Oh, there's another green one. And then we've got, hold on, these two are stuck together. And it's just what happens when like the finishing kind of hardens it. I just give them a little bit of a squeeze with my cutters to like snap them apart. That's usually fine with that. All right, so we've got some of those. Oh, there's another of these larger beads there. And then it looks like we've got some round beads. Got some purples, some pinks, some blues. No, that's more of a purple, like a periwinkle color. And then we've got like some other purples. And these are round shape beads with a stripe of silver around one edge. And then we've got some rondelle shape beads that are flat on one side. They don't roll as much, but we've got a few different colors and sizes. We've got black and teal and red and purple and light pink and fuchsia. And I think that's all these colors. It looks like all these colors. So I am going to go ahead and, since we've got enough room in here, I'm going to stick the rondelle shape ones in one section. And then I'm going to put the ellipses and round beads together. And that way I'll have some room for my charms. And that over there. So let's take a look at our charms and see what we've got. You know what you could probably do if you've got all these hearts? Oh, I was gonna say if only we had another of the hearts or something. We could do like a whole collection of hearts. We've got a couple of fishes. Okay, so there's two of these guys, so I could definitely do some fishy earrings with these guys. We have a couple of flowers and a flamingo. Oof, I could see this being pretty fun to put those together. Probably you could combine all of these and have a charm bracelet thing going. And then I would save these because there's two of them for earrings for my fishes. But yeah, they are enamel charms. And it looks like the back sides of them have the casting marks, or the casting lines. And then the front side has the enamel on each of those. I've never seen a black flamingo. So let's put our charms in here. Charms. And then we've got our chain. This is 2mm link chain. It looks like it is curb chain. There is 40 inches of that. So that is plenty. And then our pendants, it looks like these are, I could say gold metal polygon. They're kind of heart-shaped a little bit. But how fun would these be to like wire wrap some beads across? That would be really fun. In fact, I bet some of those, or even some of those in here, would look fantastic. But yeah, so these are the pendants, and you could like do a whole bunch of things with the middle of it or around the outsides of it. You could fill it with purple beads and have a couple of grimaces. It's grimace shaped. you know, from McDonald's. He works there. maybe that's not the best idea. We got grimace cutouts. Okay, but this is the Starting Spiner kit that I was telling you about. This is one of the reasons that this bead box is a really good box for if you're just getting started in jewelry making and you just want something that comes along every month that has some of your basic supplies, like some memory wire, some beading wire, some crimps. These are 1x2 crimps. Some head pins, which are always useful. Always useful. It's hard to make your own. You can, but it's hard to make your own. And then you've got like some lobster clasps, some ear wires. Now I make my own ear wires, but if you are not up to doing that or you just don't feel like it, you got some right here. And then you've got some memory wire and some jump rings. So like everything that you need except for the tools, they all come right here in this package. And so if you are just starting out again, and I actually use a lot of the things that come in these starter, the finding starter kits. I'll use them in some of the other things that I make too, like the memory wire. Like, I haven't bought memory wire in a long time. I'm just telling you, like most of it comes from here, the stuff that I use. But yeah, so I usually put these over here, and I'm going to stick those there because they're larger. And I'm just going to give you another look. And it looks a lot more blue on my camera, I think, than it is in person. It is still really blue, but it's just coming across as, that's a lot of blue. But it is, the rest of the colors are fairly accurate, I think. Just this one blue is like, ah, I'm very blue, which is fine because there's nothing wrong with things being very blue. But yeah, so this is our Over the Rainbow one. It is a cacophony of color. And I'm just really pleased about these fuchsia crackle beads. I am definitely going to be doing something fun with these, and these two together in the same project are just going to be like chef's kiss on that. And like I said, these boxes, sometimes you'll get when you're like, I'm not really into those this month, and sometimes they can be hit or miss for me. More often, they've been hits for me, if I'm going to be real honest. And so, again, they do make really great stash builders so that you have a supply of some cool beads that will work together in your stash. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. If you want to subscribe, there is a link in my description and a little coupon code if you want to get a couple of dollars off your first month's box with the Curated Bead Box subscription. Thanks for watching. Bye!